Our project is on the angles of elevation and angles of depression. Our goal is for you to understand the concept and the difference between both, and to use both to solve real-world trigonometric problems.
The angle of elevation of an object as seen by an observer is the angle between the horizontal and the line from the object to the observer's eye, the line of sight.
If the object is below the level of the observer, then the angle between the horizontal and the observer's line of sight is called the angle of depression. Here's a helpful tip to remember. If you're ever feeling depressed and you're standing on top of a high building, you're looking at the horizon, then you look down to where you want to fall. That angle is the angle of depression.
A baby giraffe is looking up at its mom with an angle of elevation of 36 degrees. It is 11.2 meters from its mom. The baby is 8.7 meters tall. Question A. Find the height of the mom.
So as given, the angle that has not been given to us is angle B, because we know that the angle of elevation is 36 and the angle which the mama giraffe is standing at is 90 degrees. Therefore, to find B, we need to do 180 minus 90 plus 36, as these are the angles given. This is 54 degrees. Okay, so now we have the length of side B, the angle of B, the angle of A, and the thing we are looking for is side A. So we can say A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. A is the unknown. Sine A is sine 36. B is 11.2 meters. Sine B is, as we solved, sine of 54. 11.2 divided by sine 54 multiplied by sine 36 should give us 8.1 meters, 8.1372 meters. However, this is not the final answer. This is not the final height of the mama giraffe, because the height of the baby giraffe is 8.7 meters. So we have to add 8.1372 meters plus 8.7 meters. This is 16.83727631 meters, and this is the final height of the mama giraffe.
Now, assuming that the giraffes change positions but remain the same height and the distance between them is 14.8 meters, what is the angle of elevation?
I'm going to solve part B. Now, assuming that the giraffe changes position but remains the same height and the distance between them is 14.8 meters, what is the angle of elevation? So here we are trying to solve the angle of elevation. From the previous problem, the small giraffe is 8.7 meters tall. The distance between them is 14.8 meters. And what you solved in the previous problem was that the difference between the two heights was 8.1372. Given that this is a 90-degree angle and you don't know this angle or this angle, you have to solve for C, the hypotenuse of the triangle.
You then use the sine, the law of sines. Sine of this angle, which is what you want to find, let's say that's called x, over 8.1372, which is the opposite side, is equal to sine of 90, which is this angle, over the hypotenuse, which you just solved for, which is 16.88946488 meters. So sine x is equal to 0.48179115. You do the inverse of sine, and x is equal to 28.80247 degrees. So the angle of elevation is 28.80247 degrees.
Now, assuming that the position changes again and the angle of elevation has become 20 degrees, what is the distance between the giraffe?
Start. Now I'm going to solve question C, or part C. This is the question. Now assuming the position changes again and the angle of elevation has become 20 degrees, what is the distance between the two giraffes? So if this is the baby giraffe, and this is the mama giraffe, and as we already know, the baby giraffe is 8.7 meters long, or tall, and the distance in height between the mama giraffe and the baby giraffe is 8.137276 meters. We have already solved this before. And assuming that the angle of elevation is 20 degrees, and that this is 90 degrees, we need to solve for distance x. So to do this, we need to find the angle of angle B. We need to find angle B, and we'll call this distance B. Angle B has to be 180 degrees minus 20 degrees plus 90 degrees. So 20 plus 90, 180 minus 110, B is 70 degrees. Okay, so using law of sine, we know that 8.137276 meters over 20, sine of 20, which is the angle of elevation, has to equal the distance we're trying to solve for. Oh, sorry. The distance we're trying to solve for over sine of 70. So 8.137276 divided by sine of 20 multiplied by sine of 70 is equal to 22.35698.207 meters. This is the distance between the mama giraffe and the baby giraffe.